Figures obtained by the BBC under the Freedom of Information Act show there are at least 79 unsolved murders still on files of police forces in this region.
It means many families still have no idea why their loved ones died or who killed them. Maria Veronese reports.
April Febb and Susan Long from the 60s and 70s. More recently, Michelle Bettles and Natalie Pearman, both found in isolated Norfolk beauty spots. George and Lillian Peach, murdered at their home in Ashton 50 years ago. Wayne Jeffrey Trotter, whose body was discovered in Hertfordshire, and the headless woman of Cockley Cly near Swaffham, all unsolved murders. The BBC has learned that in the East we have 79. Essex has the most. The oldest case is the killing of a Dutch teenager in 1958. Northamptonshire is second, with 13 unsolved cases, the oldest dating back to 1952. Norfolk has 12, Suffolk 10 and Hertfordshire 5. Cambridgeshire and Bedfordshire police say they have no outstanding cases. None of our police forces are willing to speak on camera about the figures, but what they have said is that all unsolved murder cases are kept open, and the hope that new information or DNA evidence could give them the information they need to finally bring them to a close. Maria Veronese, BBC Look East.
Now imagine if you were reliant on carers and then you found out that the person you trusted to look after you had actually been stealing your money.
It happened to Philip Gorge, who has MS. Now he wants to make people more aware of the problem to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to other people.
Caught on camera, stealing from someone she was meant to be caring for. This is the victim of the theft. Philip Gorge has MS. He relies on carers to help him with everything. 3 years ago, he began to suspect his carer was stealing from him.
And my suspicions were aroused by the fact I'd all of a sudden run out of money. And it's like, how's that happened? Because I ain't been out anywhere. Nowhere to spend money.
Philip contacted the police. They installed a secret camera inside a Coke can, catching the carer in the act. She was convicted of stealing £100 in cash. But Philip's case is not alone. Bedfordshire Police's adult protection team has seen many like it.
We will take these measures, we will put cameras in place, we will utilise everything that we've got to try and stop these vulnerable people becoming victims of crime and bring the people who are offending to justice.
I just thought, if you're nicking my money, how many other people are you nicking money from? People with dementia and what have you that wouldn't have a clue whether you've taken money or not.
Philip is now very happy with his carers, but it took time before he could trust again. He wants to make sure his story is heard, so other vulnerable people won't have their trust abused. Fatima Manji, BBC Look East.
And BBC Three Counties is running a campaign to help protect adults in care. You can find out more online at bbc.co.uk/Three Counties.
Final preparations are underway for the Norfolk And Norwich Festival, which starts tomorrow. It's now one of the top 4 city arts festivals in Britain.
Highlights include John Cale, who was in the Velvet Underground, haircuts by children and performances at the Electric Hotel outside the Forum. Our entertainment reporter Dawn Gerber has been finding out more.
It's the oldest single city festival. It began in 1772. Back then the focus was classical music, raising money for the hospital. Now the Norfolk and Norwich Festival showcases 1,000 performers, 350 events at 50 venues in just 16 days. Highlights for this year's festival include circus and dance at the Spiegel tent, haircuts by children, the travelling Red Bull and classical music. It's also the 4th biggest city arts festival in the UK.
By any standards, Norfolk and Norwich has grown hugely over recent years, and I wouldn't be at all surprised. In fact, I think I can pretty well confirm that it is fourth in the table or thereabouts, not least because it's such a vibrant festival. It's got a tremendous reputation now for innovation, for bringing unusual things, particularly from overseas. So, no, it's a very, very exciting event, and it's great that, once again, it's appearing in front of our eyes in the next few days.
Eaton Park is one of the many outdoor venues.
Here we have Norfolk State Circus, who are one of Europe's best circuses. They're making a new show with the people of Norfolk and Norwich as the stars of that show. People can come along and get involved. They can take part in workshops this weekend. And then next Thursday night, there's a free show here in the park.
And you're also hoping that Norwich will become the City of Culture in 2013.
That's right. The scale of the festival has really showcased what's possible, and that Norwich really is a city of culture. And to be down to the last four would bring us, has brought us great benefits, but also if we actually win, it will bring us huge income, it'll bring an opportunity, it'll bring profile. So it's a really great time to be in Norwich.
Well, if the weather holds out, around 1/3 people will be coming to the festival over the next 2 weeks, hopefully having the chance to experience something new or see something completely different. Dawn Gerber, BBC Look East, Norwich.
John Cale coming. That's exciting, isn't it? Now, if you want to find out more about the Norfolk and Norwich Festival, you can go to BBC Norfolk and their website. All the details are there. An Elvis Presley impersonator from Suffolk is hoping to break a world record by singing non-stop for 2 days.
Simon Goldsmith is starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at the White Lion in Lower Ufford near Ipswich. If successful, he won't stop until the early hours of Sunday morning. Here's Mike Liggins.
We're caught in a trap.
This is a film about an Elvis impersonator.
I can't walk out.
But if you think I'm getting dressed up as Elvis, forget it.
I love you too much, baby.
Simon Goldsmith is a courier by trade, but when he's not returning to sender, he's all shook up impersonating Elvis.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Thank you very much. Don't you know it? Why can't you see, what you're doing to me? When you don't believe.
Simon is trying to break a world record by doing an Elvis impersonation for more than 43 hours.
So there are lots of rules. Just tell me about that.
Loads of rules. You cannot do a song that's under 2 minutes in length. You can't repeat a song within a 2-hour period. You have to have 2 independent witnesses there at all times.
Simon is raising money for the St Elizabeth Hospice in Ipswich, where his father died last year.
And there you go, current record for longest Elvis Presley sing marathon.
According to the Guinness website, the current world record holder is a German.
Wouldn't it have been easy to sit in a bath of beans or something like that?
It would have done, yeah.
But how good will Simon be after a long stint at the mic?
I mean, you could be rubbish after 40 hours, couldn't you?
There's a distinct possibility of that happening, but I'm hoping not.
Go.
I really, really didn't want to dress up, but Simon's boss offered £100 to the hospice, so I couldn't say no.
With suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds.
Beautiful, Mike.
Terrible.
Which one looks more like Elvis, I wonder?
Do you know, I'm really not getting drawn into this conversation. Which is your favourite Elvis song?
Well, I love lots, but I do love a little less conversation, I have to say.
Actually, I like Suspicious Mind. Yeah. Great guitar on there. I've heard it sung slightly better than it was sung towards the end.
Well, good luck to him, though.
Yeah,
I mean, what a challenge.
Yeah, and at least it's not the beans. I was playing golf at Sheringham today, and it was beautifully sunny some of the time, but very cold.
And how was that wind affecting your swing?
Well, not very well.
Excuses, excuses. The weather wasn't bad at all today, it has to be said. It is changing.
That's the thing.
I'm
She's
sorry,
desperate for a
I
cough.
coughed through lunch and I coughed through his weather this evening, so I am sorry.
We'll see you
Couldn't
tomorrow
help
night.
it.
Good night.
Bye-bye.